going max, Quaswex, Mr. But I completely agree with you that 1 point in Exhort is super good.
All points. Just go mass exhort this game and dominate the side lanes. Every single time a stun comes out, Sunstrike beep, kills left, right, and center.
Yeah.
He's just going to be farming money that way, and that's it. That's how we're going to see this game go down, Tomo. And if it isn't that way, I'm going to be very upset.
Well, yeah, just go pew. There you go. All right.
Yeah, I'll chuck in the sound effects myself. Maybe that'll convince the players to skill the way I want them to.
If you don't, I'll be very sad because I only want to see that for your sake. Every time I see Sunstrike, I want to hear pew.
Alright, okay. You might have to notify me when one's going on because I'm quite oblivious sometimes.
We have the best observer. Honestly, I think we lucked out with the best observer for the tournament. So, oh, look at that! You see him? He's nodding.
30 seconds to battle.
So we're always gonna catch them. A couple of facets to discuss. First is the healing hammer on the Omni. This on paper looks amazing. You think if I do damage, I heal. It's super good. But to be fair, it's really minimal damage. I mean, you don't do much damage as Omni, and the heal is minimal at best. I actually prefer the other one way more in all stages of the game. Well, in the laning phase for sure, but healing hammer does so little, it's still kind of useless later on.
Yeah, but the thing is, Atomo, is that the win percentage. That's what you've got to look at. And arguably, when you go off the actual statistics, the healing hammer has like an extra 20% win rate or something like that over the other facet, which is absolutely insane.
I can't believe it. I thought it was like something like 51 to 54. You know, that's what I think, but I could be wrong.
I thought it was like 40% to 60%.
No. Observer can find the stats for us.
Whilst he's cast to the game, load up the statistics on the facet. Yeah, he doesn't do enough.
Oh, another one that we want to discuss is Mars having Victory Feast over Blood Arena or Blood Sport, which is that you get healing when you kill people inside the arena. It's a lot of healing, by the way. It is an insane amount of healing. You get 30%. Although, I don't know if it's instant heal or not, but I think it is instantly you get 30% of your health back, which makes it very hard to kill him inside the arena as long as you chain 1 or 2 kills together.
I mean, does he also have to get the kill credit for it, or can he just be a part of it if another team?
No. It says if Mars is in the arena when an enemy dies inside of it, so it doesn't say that he has to kill. Just people have to die, and he has to be in the arena, which, let's be fair, is where you're gonna be most of the time.
Yeah, most of the time, for sure. I mean, especially when you're paired up with a Snapfire, arenas plus Mortimer's Kisses raining on in. You might have a Marcy in there punching people to death, with Nature's Prophet hitting from the outside. Sunstrike perhaps as well, if he skills properly. Yeah, so there's going to be a whole lot of stuff that goes on through it, for sure. This Mars could be extremely difficult to bring down.
Yeah. So far, by the way, we didn't mention it, but Dark Horse did get 3 bounty ruins, so it's off to a good start, team. Ooh, okay, that's a
look at this. Good amount of pressure on towards the Mars. Cookie does bring him out, but just so easy for the side of Dark Horse there to pressure him.
You'd think it would kind of be a little bit of the other way around. The Snapfire Mars is very strong. You're up against an Omni and a Wind Ranger, which is pretty decent, but it's a healing Omni. You should be able to put out, output a little bit more.
For sure. What I'm quite surprised about here in Tomo is that it's actually the Doom who's top of CS. I can't actually remember the last time I saw a Doom dominate in terms of CS. Like, the last several times I've seen him, he's always just been at the bottom, really struggling.
He has. Credit probably goes to the Dark Willow. You are doing a really good job here on Sheep. And it's just... And plus, remind you can eat the treants. Wait, what level are these treants? Can we see? Oh.
A failed jump forward. Still will get the dispose on towards Sheep, but instead it is going to be the Master that dies. A well overextension, and now the Nature's Prophet is like, dude, you baited me into that. Report, get out of my team, as it's a double kill that goes away with the Doom.
Yeah, that's the value of we talked about, right? Like Doom against the Nature's Prophet. He summons a tree, you just go like, mom, and you eat it.
I say, I've got to do sound effects for Sunstrike, and you've got to do sound effects for Devour.
Okay.
Alright, that's the deal. I like that deal.
Observer has to catch a lot of things, though. He's like, do I have to catch every Devour every time? I'm like, yeah, not really, but...
So that means we're just never leaving the top lane then.
Oh, no.
Yeah, well done. You're not fired.
He's also got the speed aura on the Doom. That's gonna make it a bit difficult difficult for... If you start chasing Team Bright, it's really hard. You know, with the Scorched Earth, with the Speed Aura, not the easiest thing. As they are really suffering on health. I mean, sorry, the player's name is Hell.
Yeah. Or he just completed Face Boots as well, actually, on towards the Yun. So, as well as that Speed Aura, just look how fast he goes. He activates Boots, he's on 480 movement speed.
And that's without even Scorched Earth being active, right? It's just like naturally. And he's also got Wind Lace. Don't see that very often on off layers. This is just the casual Wind Lace. I wonder what it's gonna build into. Oi!
Ooh, okay, Mars nearly drops there, but somebody who does definitely die is the Nature's Prophet for the second time they're up top. Alright, this off-lane for Dark Horse is really hitting its stride now. This is scary. I mean, the Marcy's also low on HP. He has to be cautious.
In general, as we mentioned before, though, between the two teams, Dark Horse is just coming in as the favorites. Like, there is a big MMR disparity. And you can see that leading into a 2,000 gold lead for Dark Horse already. And all three of their CS are the top, with mid being fairly even-ish.
Yeah.
By the way, this is where the biggest MMR difference is, as Echo...
I think they're diving the tower up top. They're just running for him right now. Look at this. As soon as the Nature's Prophet respawns, they just barrel through. They kill them both. Oof. And by the time the Snapfire turns up, they've already left. Ooh, that full board nearly connects. That could have been the kill, but as it stands, my lord, Dark Horse on this off lane is insane right now.
We've seen this time and time again. If you're Nature's Prophet, you're super weak to people just running at you. What you want is like a slow laning phase where your Treant can harass, but Doom with this turbo mode just jumps on you. Fire coming out of his everywhere, and you can't do anything.
It's horrible. Already a 3,000 goal lead at just 5 minutes into the game right now. I feel like there's now quite a lot of pressure here on Yamote to really perform on this Invoker, because the rest of the team needs the space, because the Nature's Prophet's dead again, Atomo! Undyne just rotates up towards the top to help out, and the Omni actually ends up getting the double kill for himself. As my lord, the amount of pressure coming out for these guys is absolutely nuts. But there, on the flip side, is a kill onto Echo, so that's going to help out Team Bright.
Yeah, it cost them a rotation, but so much needed, right? It's like, it doesn't matter if you need to use a rotation for that. Nature's Prophet, again, he's top, but he isn't just half of Doom's last hits. He is a lot less than half.
Do you want to know the situation of his net worth? He's actually behind the Dark Willow now.
I think our observer's doing him dirty. He's like, oh, there you go. And they're just going to charge up.
Oh my god. Why is he even coming back up here, Atomo? This is depressing. Like, he's doing it to himself at this point. Like, please leave, Natures. This is not good.
And the thing is, if you rotate the supports here, it's not going to make things any better. You know, because you're already kind of low level on it, and Doom has the Doom. So, if you bring in supports, you're not going to improve the situation. He's got to leave the lane. Yeah.
He's 0-5-0 on your position 1 Nature's Prophet here, just 6.5 minutes in the game. He's basically dying every minute and 5 seconds or something.
Don't worry, he'll change his name to Mode PMA and he'll be fine.
Well, let's hope he does manage to do that before this series is over, because this is massively tilting. He's already lost his tower now. You can see he's forced to just jungle in that. Is that the caverns? I can never remember the name of the areas. There's too many different names.
There's the mines, there's the well, and then there's like 2 more. I think there's the graveyard. I'm not sure. Do they have where's the name of them? Yeah, that's the Mighty Mines is where he is.
The Mighty Mines.
Yeah, if you hover over Nature's Prophet, he has a buff on him. It says the name of the place he's in. Like, Nature's Prophet, Nature's Prophet. Yeah, there you go. The Mighty Mines.
The Mighty Mines.
Okay.
It's a bit weird.
Yeah, I know.
Okay. It doesn't even specify like how large that area is to get the aura.
Right? You eyeball it. You're like, I'm guessing it's around here. Oh, maybe Observer can draw it for us. So you're like, oh, that can't be. Oh, that's where it starts. Okay. Can't you draw? You can't draw? Fine. Until here?
Hey,
that's a lot.
He does enough. Alright, you can't force him to draw as well, Tom. There we go. There we go. Okay. So that's the whole area. Man, we got such a good observer. He's doing all the work for us. Meanwhile, in the mids, Yamo in danger. Can they get their Invoker out? This one, Team Bright cannot do it. In comes the Mars. They're at least able to take out Undyne. The Marcy nearly dies as well, but it's a 1-for-1 trade. It's only a support for a mid laner though, so it's not favourable whatsoever for the side of Team Bright. Meanwhile, the Doom just gets a solo onto Nature's. It looks like that was the ultimate used. A big F for sure.
Yeah, he's definitely getting effed right now on this Invoker. That is... I mean, it's really hard to look at in any situation. Ionid is having a very, very good time in the top lane. He could... If you're like Nature's Prophet, you just got... I don't know, this top lane, you either bring a lot of people or you just abandon it. It's one way or another, but you cannot keep sending food to the Doom. He is... The man's feasting.
He's just got the freest game in the world at this point. You can see as soon as the Nature's respawns, he just teleports straight back into the Mighty Mines. Like, alright, I'll just stay and farm these 2 camps. It feels like that's all he can go for.
This is the classic I am really don't talk to me mode right now for Nature's Prophet or your carry. They go for Hand of Mice, they jungle the nearest camp. This, if you see this in a pub, you know the guy's feeling not great.
This is like an obvious representation of full tilt. As he's just not getting anything out of this game. I wouldn't be surprised if he's not even got his hand on his keyboard. He's just playing with his mouse.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, I'm just hitting neutral creeps. I don't need to press any buttons for skills. There's no point.
Well, we'll see what we can get out of the Mars right now. He is level 6. He's got his ultimate. We'll see what. Oh, no, come on, dude.
He's just going for it. Sprouts up there. Look at all the TPs coming from the rest of the team. Though, can they keep him alive? He actually will not survive. He does go down. Although here comes the Mars. If they can kill Doom in response, this is going to be big. Here comes the Sunstrike, and with the jump on in, the Mars gets it. Down goes the Doom. That's a massive kill.
It is way worth it. I mean, probably the Nature's Prophet doesn't feel it. He's like, yo, that's my 6th death. I don't feel that's worth it. But actually, it's a huge kill for them. They might lose their mid-tier 1, but Bliss is there. You were late with your pew. Didn't come out on time.
I will do better next time, Otomo.
Thank you. To be fair, I feel like I haven't done a Devour sound since like the first time I saw it. Since then, I'm like, I don't know.
So far, we're 1 for 1 then.
Okay, so, and when he uses Hand of Maya's, we have to go cha-ching!
Are we just going to do it for every sound effect then? Where do we draw the line, Otomo?
Well, we'll let production handle that. At one point, they were like, could you guys stop? This is actively hurting us. As...
You guys will never see us at an ESL event again. we will disappear into the night and never return. Oh dear.
Well, Echoes, how's Echoes having? Looks like he's going to go for the Echo Saber. Hey, that's in the name. Not so bad. Dark Horse, they just really can go for any items they want. It doesn't feel like there's anything limiting them. When you're so far ahead, every item looks good. You know, you're like, oh yeah, more damage, good. Blink, good. Ags, good. Anything good.
Dire's bottom tower.
So certainly how this game seems so far. I mean, especially just Ionid is mad happy with how it's going. 7.5k net worth.
Hand of Mice is finished though on the Nature's Prophet. He's level 6, he can throw out his ultimate. He can still provide value even when he's this far behind. It's...
Yeah, probably not the kind of value you could actually be getting out of a carry Nature's Prophet at this point, but it's something, Otomo.
It is.
It's not all gloom and doom. Doom.
Oh, hey. Save the bad jokes for me, buddy.
I'll do my best. Ka-ching! Missed that one. Damn.
Oh, darn. I wasn't sure how serious we were about that, actually.
I only decided to do it after I'd already seen it. I was like, oh, I may as well.
Well, yeah, the Doom is going to go for a pipe that really nullifies the Snapfire as well as a lot of the damage from the Invoker. You cannot purge off the pipe shield for some unfathomable reason. You know, Tornado comes out, your shield still remains on you.
I feel like if all of a sudden you make pipe dispellable, the item would just probably vanish and no one would want to buy it anymore.
You do know that Crimson Guard is dispellable. That's the thing. All other things are dispellable except pipe.
Yeah, but the pipe is there to counter magic, so why would you want magic to counter magic? That doesn't make sense at all. Think about it. Use your brain.
That's what Anti-Mage does. He uses magic to counter magic. As Darkrest, yeah, probably dead.
He's gone. I like how he turns around to Cookie the Creep Wave. He's like, I know I'm dead, but at least I can get some CS for my troubles. And to be honest, for a support, killing 3 creeps is like, you actually probably profited there.
He's actually the most farmed support in this game, despite his team being 6,000 gold behind. So he's definitely got some, you know, like he's doing the math on Darkrest. I think he might be the highest MMR player on his team.
Oh, look at this. Huge gang coming their way. Arena into the spear. They take him down. and the Frenchman is gone. I was about to try and pronounce it, but I gave up.
Dude, just like chop half the letters off and you'll be fine. Oh, I'm dying.
He's in danger. Does pop the GA, immediately puts a stop to everything that these guys could do. Look at this, he just walks on out of here. Out comes the Terrorize with the Brambles. It's nicely done. Undyne with all the space, he will survive. Question is, can he? No. Echoes jumps on in. Nice dodge of the spear there with the Dissimulate. And there is going to be the Curse Crown comes on through. It's a twofer. Down they go. Dark Horse back in the driving seat.
Well, Doom is like, hey, you guys got Nature's Prophet over here, but nope, he's just going to go for the Wisdom Rune. Now, if you are a Frenchman, you could go and steal the Wisdom Rune, but he decides not to. He's like, I've died too much. He has no interest in anything other than jungling. To be fair, Hell is recovering. Like, he's getting this free farm, the Hand of Midas, it's kicking in. He's only 1,000 gold behind the Wind Ranger. He's 0-7. Wind Ranger's like, what's the Wind Ranger score? Can you look at that for a second? She's 1-1. There's a huge gap between them in KDA.
Yeah, that's actually quite surprising, to be honest, that they've been able to find this base. Alright, yeah, just nice done, I suppose. We thought it'd be a bit tilting, just constantly teleporting to the same location and dying, and yeah, they have bumped into him right now. The run forward's there with the Wind Ranger, as eventually Hell will end up going down. Looks like elsewhere, Docker's also got caught out there on the Snapfire. There's another 2 kills for Dark Horse. 8,000 gold ahead at 15 minutes into this. I mean, is there a point where all of a sudden this starts looking better for the side of Team Bright? I mean, they're going to try and make it better here. I got and then it does a bit of damage, not actually finding any kills. Lower Yun toss back into the meatball, bit of spaghetti, and that's a nice meal, but even still, the Doom dies. And the rest will run away. Echoes gets himself out of there, but even still, killing that top farm core, that's good money.
Again, I like the Team Bright draft more than the Dark Horse draft. If we went later in the game, the Snapfire and Marcy become actual damage dealers, the Invoker brings off control, like Marcy always good special refresher, Dark Press. He's dead.
Glepnir into the shackles, this is nothing to do.
Yeah, Nature's Prophet is just fantastic late game. But when you're very far behind against a much better team, like it's not the same. You're not judging by the same metrics as you usually are.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
You know, it's just how it is when there's a big gap in skill like this.
Yeah, it's always awkward to play against, and also awkward for the Mars getting ran out underneath his tier 2 tower. Glyph being used, so the tower doing some work, but it's not going to be enough to save their offlaner as the Mars does go down underneath the tier 2. And no, Hell.
Dude,
he's getting ran out. He has his number.
No.
Run, little man, run! This is so disrespectful to do that, cameraman. Oh, the PM. I love it. I love it. Oh, that was great.
Forget like, you see it from his point of view, this guy on fire coming at you with his giant sword, and you're like, oh, poor guy.
Oh god, this is the exact game we needed for the opening. You know,
yes.
We got up at 4 AM to cast this game, and I think we got lucky here at all. This is good.
Yes, we did. But yeah, if the game went longer and it was on somewhat even footing, I would like what Team Bright would have, because Omni Knight tends to fall off because of his like farm. Like, he never gets items. He's always useful, but he kind of has less impact later on. Dark Willows tend to go for like Blink, Yule's Aether Lens, rarely damage, just all control. You know, Doom is also meh, but it's just not happening. It's just not happening.
But, I mean, it's not like going to be forced into that late game situation. It's going to be ending quite early, although Arena was used purely defensively there in the mid, and unfortunately not going to have that tool to save himself now as he just gets ran at. Another death on towards the Mars. Look at this, Dark Horse, they want to invade the triangle. Everyone on the side of Team Bright run out of here. Just look how quick this Doom is, though. It's like he's on ice skates, it just flies.
Or fire skates. No, that doesn't work. And he's going to go for the Crimson Guard. Almost has it, actually. Pipe Crimson, and he runs at you, you know, slaps you in the face. What you gonna do? Right?
What is really tilting is the Nature's Prophet has the reverse godlike spree, and now it's about to get even worse. This is the meme of the game. You just zoom in on the Nature's Prophet as he dies. 10 deaths now in a row. Only 2 assists to upset that 0 scoreline. It's pretty brutal. And our unit, they're going to try and make a move on towards this Doom. Toss back, they get the kill. He does buy the Crimson just before he dies, but even still, they're actually be able to pick up this Doom several times. It's good money.
It is good money. +1.
Dockers dies.
Oh,
Undyne is just running into several heroes. Nice tornado will connect on towards the 2, but even still, the Evoker might be in danger. Well, never mind. Actually, with the reinforcements turning up, Team Bright might be able to get this kill. Sheep is protected there by the Guardian Angel, keep him going for a while, but even still, the Evoker will still die. And now, can the Marcy and Mars get out of it? The double M's.
Oh, the Gladiator
I
lands.
don't know if they're going to be able to get it. Oh, nice use of the spear. We'll hold
Good
back on
link.
towards Echoes. The blink comes off cooldown. Alright, quick fingers and they are able to get out there. It's actually a 2-for-2 trade. And considering how they're 11,000 gold behind, that's probably better for Team Bright.
Oh, by huge. Can we see the fight recap? Because I think they won by a ton. Nice big jump at the start from the Doom. They have the damage. I don't think he had the Crimson Guard available. Otherwise, he would have shrugged off the damage from the Marcy. They bring him down. Then sure, they lose 2 just for a Dark Willow, but the overall trade is favoring them. Is Nature's Prophet the highest level on his team? I think he's 11. Yeah, he is catching up, dude. This Hannah Mice is good.
Yeah, it's actually crazy as well that he is. He's the top farm core on the side of Team Bright, even though he has 10 deaths. It just feels like he's spent half the time waiting to respawn again. But you know, this is the benefit of AFK farming with a Hand of Midas. You're still gonna get money somehow.
Yeah, I like how people are like, you know, kills give too much gold. They're like, the guy's been farming creeps and he's still competitive. Oh no.
Oh, the tree. I was actually saying, can the tree help him out? Run, little man, in the mighty mines. I love how he started limping as well. He falls over, he's just dead. It's just getting absolutely worse here for the carry on the side of Team Bright. He has no space to work with. I mean, can the rest of the team even help out? Although, trying to make this play on towards the Wind Ranger, that's a huge kill to find.
Oh,
not enough snails there to keep the Ranger going. It looks like instead, Tornado connects on towards 3 with Echoes, takes a bit of damage, but still going to be fine. They're just chucking out spells, but not really much of a threat for the Void Spirit. Although here comes the turnaround. Team Bright maybe overextended
Nice
the immediate turn with the Doom. This is a dead man for sure. Can they get anything else right now? The Mars is ready and waiting with the Arena, but now with no Invoker, they just can't make the counterplay.
They still get a Wind Ranger for their trouble, so it's not that bad, honestly. As yeah, the thing is, they lost the Nature's Prophet before that, so it's 2 cores for 1. It's still... Team Bright's situation is never changing. It's never getting much better. It's just like, oh, you know, it's an okay trade, but we're still in a crappy hole.
Radiant are scanning.
I kind of get the feeling that, wow, there's actually 2 Wisdom Runes. That's how long it's been since anybody's been here.
It's been cooking.
Just imagine if the Nature's Prophet TP's there. That would be so much value.
I feel like Hell just doesn't want to make any plays right now. He's just like, I'm focusing just on recovering, and that's it. I like when he was running away with the camera, he actually puts his hand to like run faster because he's so injured, and you're like, oh, poor guy.
You do feel bad for him a little bit, but not as much as it's funny to watch him die.
Oh no, definitely not. The humor, so much better.
And we do have a smoke from the majority of Team Bright here. They're trading Nature's Prophet. They've actually managed to run in towards the Omni Knight. Lots of spells come on out, and Undying is dead. Even the Nature's Prophet now TP's forward. Sprout's not going to connect. And actually, here comes the rest of Dark Horse. They want to take this fight. Shackle Shot lands on towards 2. Perfectly done. Echoes quickly jumps in as well. The control on towards the Invoker. He will eventually be going down. He has the haste room with 4-star, but it's not enough to get him out of there. Instead, off to the side, the Dark Willow's like, guys, maybe some help would be pretty damn good. As Sheep's getting low. Gonna turn there with the Bedlam. Does some damage. Will still die. 2-man Glepnir comes through. And the Marcy will be the last one to fall as the Mars TP's out in the trees.
Wow.
And it's an ultra kill and a GG comes through. What a dominating game for Dark Horse.
Yes, it was. I mean, we said from the start, this is the team that's coming in as the heavy favorites. As Team Bright really never felt like they had any chance. From the start of the laning phase, top was miserable. Like, and bottom lane, we could also see, I think they got first blood. They got first blood on the Mars, right? Because the damage from this Omni Wind Ranger seemed to be too much for them to handle. Chris is going to be on the Sniper. Let's see if we have any interesting facet. It is going to be Gluttony again, the Healing Hammer, and let's see. It's going to be Leg Day for the Slot, which I believe is the most common one. You have speed resistance and more movement speed when you use Guardian Sprint, which is kind of insane.
I also find it funny how the facet's called Leg Day, but he has no legs.
That is actually interesting. Like, but what you know what we can call it? We can call it slithering around.
Slithering around?
Yeah.
That sounds a bit rough, but I suppose it's correct. It makes more sense.
Right, I thought. I mean, you're the one who doesn't like leg day.
What? I like leg day. We had about my legs are beef.
No, but you're saying leg day is bad. So I'm like, yeah, we should call it slithering around.
You got away with twisting the words, didn't you?
Yeah, it's just it sounds good. It sounds better than leg day, doesn't it?
Alright. Technically, you're right. I'll let you.
Alright, fine. What would you call it if it's a movement-based thing for Slardar? What would you call it?
Speedy Snake.
You know, I suddenly feel a lot more creative about my one.
Shut up, man. Even still, game number 2 is going, or it is not actually, as we do have a pause coming here from Echoes. Kale, man's eating some seaweed. Alright.
I always thought that was pronounced as Kale, as in that there's lag, but sure, Kale.
Okay, I'm sure that's how you spell kale.
Yeah,
that's how you spell kale. It's a plant. I don't think it's technically seaweed. It's like spinach. Is it spinach? It's something like that. It's a cabbage. There you go.
Oh, look at that. That is... Oh, a bee. I was like, that doesn't look like an ant. Weaver's an ant, so... Like, that doesn't look like it. He's a bee, though.
Technically, it's a wasp.
Oh, what's that? Okay. Yeah, fine, it's a wasp. To be fair, you did the mew just now with your wasp shit.
I like to keep on your toes.
Alright, let's look at Weaver again. Let's look at Weaver again. Can we look at that? That's a bug. There, happy?
I mean, technically you are correct, sure.
I am technically correct. I am correct. There ain't no technicalities here.
I like how they've actually got like the hive like sort of imprints on the eyes, even though when you're fully zoomed out, you can never see that. This is the only time you ever see that detail.
That is insanely good. I mean, in general, like the sound effects and design Dota2 are incredibly good. And you know, you can hear a spell and you know what spell it is because they all sound so different. You know, for example,
do you remember?
All right, I'll do a sound effect. You can tell me which spell it is, okay?
Okay. Can you repeat that, please?
Like that.
What, one more time?
No, you heard it twice. Your ears need to work better.
The battle begins.
Was it Swashbuckle?
No, it is Ember Spirit Sleight of Fist, but close.
They sound relatively similar. I was gonna say, like, remember the glory days of Dota 2 when you're playing a game and you get dropped like a little iron bracelet for Earth, and you're like, wow, that's actually not a bad skin. And now you're like, what is this dog shit? Why are you filling up my inventory with this waste of space?
Right, like you get like a glove for Sven before. You're like, wow, this one's slightly bluer. I love it. Now, you know, it's like if it doesn't turn Sven into a girl, I don't care anymore.
That is it. If Sven's not going uwu, I'm not playing uwu.
That's how it works now. Dark Horse starts off with 3 bounty runes again as top lane. Ooh.
Oh, okay. There's a lot of damage on towards the Ranger. Sheeps to stand his ground, and it's going to be the first blood again going away Dark Horse. At the very least this time round, Otoma, they are able to get a trade, but that's still your carry being the first one to die once more. The depression just never ends.
I think Once is kind of annoyed with how the previous game went. Have you ever played the game, you lose, you're like, I want to get kills instantly in the next game? That's what's happening. Ionid is taking some damage, actually.
Yeah, the Drinking Buddy's damage really does rack up quite quickly. He might instead of going down, he's trying to juke the Scorched Earth. Speed bonus, but there is going to be the power shot. They bring the Doom down. Alright, okay, Team Bright, they're finally able to apply some pressure here.
Oh, snap. Alright. That's overall a 2-for-1 trade. Yeah, you give away first blood, but you're very happy for that sheep. Should be okay, but bottom lane, how's he doing? So Omni's gonna have some work to do here. Slardar and Sniper against him, very tough actually.
Yeah, it's like he can't really get out too much to harass with the hammers, unless of course he just gets hit by a load of scatter shots, and then a couple of right clicks on the Slardar could be quite frustrating to play versus. Yeah, you got to be careful in position. He has to just towards the north. Like, as soon as that Slardar gets close to you, it's a dangerous spot.
Oh, nice. He gets a nice courier for his trouble. By the way, if you are Weaver, when you do your Shikuchi and you walk in, Slardar is annoying to jump into because he can always just throw out the Slithering Crush, catch you. It's annoying.
Yeah, it's something to always be aware of. Quite frustrating.
You know. Yeah. Oh wait, Dockless.
They're gonna think about diving. I think the tier 1 tower for this one. Just good damage. The Weaver, one more right click's all they need. They will find it. Undying as well.
Oh!
Actually slightly faster than the Slardar because of the DJ Aura gets away.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that because I thought he would just. I mean, but they were in the water, so I thought he would be able to catch him in the end. But oh well, doesn't matter. It's a nice kill for Dark Horse. They equalize it. You know, when you talk about names of spells, I just realized snakes don't sprint. You can't. So why does he have an ability called Guardian Sprint?
I feel like if we start thinking about the logic of skill names and everything in a game like Dota 2, it's we're only going to make ourselves go crazy. So we just got to accept it.
Okay, so what I heard is that if I point it out to Tomo, it's okay and worth discussing. But when you point it out, then that's you know, there's a limit.
Do your work, analyst. Talk about facts.
The fact is that mid lane is a really tough one. I've seen in general that the Quap does. Ember of all the brothers is probably the best laner. You know, the double impact is huge. You can throw a Searing Chains on top. You have real kill potential and do decent damage. And Quap is not. She's not going to be able to deal with that so well. She might.
Definitely not.
Any points in Shadow Strike on this Quap? No. Even at this level, they know that Shadow Strike is a trash ability.
Yeah, and look at that. He just dodges the Scream of Pain just with a sleight of fist, and Yumo comes back to this lane, is already down to half HP. Quite annoying to play versus, but look at this, trying to make a play on towards Dockers, all the spells dumped on towards Undying, the Omni might fall, but actually with that happen, it's not going to be enough. Crushed in the face, he will die. So it's a 1-for-1 trade, but again, it's a kill credit going the way of the Weaver. Up top, Sheep is actually going to fall, and a unit, he doesn't have much mana. Oh, one more zap actually than the burn from the Scorched Earth. Never mind, Sheep actually got it. Must have been a blood grenade.
Yep,
he
threw it just before he died. He threw it, and then he was able to get the kill from the grave. But overall, it's still 4-for-4. Way better for Team Bright. This adjustment of going from the Nature's Prophet to the Wind Ranger has done so much for them.
That is true. I mean, they're still technically behind in terms of CS. All three cores on the side of Dark Horse are leading the charge right now. And obviously the biggest rift being the carry, the two mid. Sorry, Meanwhile, talking of the carry, the Frenchman just gets bullied down, Tomo.
Oh, that is honestly the most unusual kill so far. I thought with, you know, being Weaver with an Omni behind you against this lineup that only has one stun, well, kind of two, I guess, he'd be fine. But unexpected death on Hell.
Quite difficult to play versus.
Right,
maybe just use Sakuchi to harass and then got caught out by a crush like you were mentioning earlier on, and yeah, big punish.
Oh, Undying, well, trying to move forward. He does deal decent damage against Darkrest and the Healing Hammer. That's not bad heal actually. I think that's 60 in total he gets back. Oh, that's not ideal.
Noble. Okay, not gonna go. I thought maybe he might positioned in front of the brambles there, but he didn't actually put himself in the right spot. Instead, Shards gonna trap in Sheep. We're gonna try and trade a lot of damage here right now. It looks like the Dark One might be forced to stand his ground. Zap's constantly coming in from my unit.
That's
and
painful.
it is actually gonna be the Tusk to die. Power Shot will secure the kill. So it's a 1-for-1 yet again at this top lane. But already this is so much better here for Hell. He's having a much better time.
Yeah, 6-6 is the total score, and because he has the Gluttony facet on the Doom, these zaps are actually upgraded. It's like 180 damage, less reduction as they jump. It's just really good. Alright, Echoes though, now he's gonna be online. He has his level 6, we'll see what he can do. Ooh, okay. That's not much, but alright.
Yeah, Amplified that. It didn't have much mana. I'm sure if he had it, he probably would have gone for a jump underneath the tower there and looked for that kill. Meanwhile, speaking of kill, the Bramble, it will connect, and they do get the kill on towards the Wind Ranger. The Brambles find him. It's nicely done, and it is now a 2,000 gold lead leading the way of Dark Horse, and maybe it's going to grow even more as the quick heal comes through and takes down Dockers. It's another one for the side of Dark Horse. He has to be careful. He doesn't have much mana here. Yeah, he's going to get shackled. Right click's coming on through. He's just dead.
He's not respecting. He is not respecting the damage coming out from that double damage Ember Spirit. And oh, this could be, yeah, that's a kill. And once he's gonna miss the power shot. A little bit unfortunate there. No, it's too early to do that. Too early. No.
We gotta do it when he's dying.
Yeah. Doom is gonna go for the pipe. Sorry, not the pipe. The Hand of Midas. We'll see what he goes for after, as they are gonna get double Wisdom Ruin. This is critical. Look at the levels between supports. Let's compare them for a second here. Or whenever you're ready, Observer. Alright, yeah, she's nearly 6 on Sheep. As Undyne is also basically 6. On the other side, Dockress is what, 4?
3.
Oh my lord. Tusk is 4.5 and Darkness is not even 4. Jeez.
Yeah, XP differential now is extremely leading the way of Dark Horse. And now it's starting to sort of build into that momentum of the game we saw in that first one. It started out much better here for Team Bright, but quickly this has descended into chaos.
No, it's all good. Like, even if you lose this at Team Bright, you can be like, yo guys, our adjustment was insane. As Yamo shows up, doesn't even have to use his ultimate. Big, I mean, it's a nice kill, but the fact that he keeps his ultimate is a big deal. It's like, oh, basically a freebie. Yeah, I would like to see Yamo move around the map, actually. He's not going to threaten Echoes much. And you're up against some relatively squishy heroes in like the Dark Willow and the Weaver. You can get these guys fairly easily.
Is under attack.
For sure. We'll probably start seeing him moving around a bit more, like you said, still holding on to the ultimate Sonic Wave, so could see him just head down to the bot. And with the, you know, if the Slardar gets a stun into a bash, plus the Shrapnel, and then a Scream on top, the Weaver will just pop pretty easily.
Yeah, and one nice thing about the Sniper is, like, the scatter shot facet is actually so good against the Weaver, who, you know, like, you're gonna move so fast. If you move into it, you take a lot of damage anyway, because it's less than a second anyway. It's nice. It's a very nice facet against the Weavers in particular. Echoes going top once. Oh boy! All right, Observer, you can do the thing. There you go.
He's ready and waiting.
He's
gonna start the windrun. He sees it's coming, but look at that! Runs in through the trees. Even the bug turns on up. And once more, it will be the Ranger going down. Very nice little play coming out from the side of Dark Horse. People down at the bot, trying to make a play on towards the Omni, but nicely placed Terrorize and the Bedlam. And now the turn comes through. Ono TP's in. They blast them both down. The punish is massive. They get the shackles on towards the Sniper as well. It's 4 people dead. It could be 5. This is a very aggressive jump in from Yuma. He's trying to finish off Sheep, but he can't get it on Tomo. It's a team wipe at 9 minutes in.
Oh, that's gonna hurt. That is gonna hurt. The laning stage was going pretty damn well-ish, and then you just get that just happens. They do kill the Omni Knight, but he gets a brilliant heal on Dark Willow. She was behind 2 people. Sorry, among 2 people. The heal was fantastic, which also healed him quite a lot as well because of the healing hammer.
That's true. I mean, if he healed himself, he probably would have survived, but it's one of those situations where securing 2 kills is more valuable than the life of position 5.
Exactly.
Well, it
was a nice move by Undyne, and you know, like I said, you can't really complain when you got a team wipe for one guy. You're like, come on guys, we got a team wipe, it's pretty good. Oh, Darkness.
Oh, meanwhile, we do see the Sniper going down. I don't want to say that it's the support Sniper's fault, but it just seems like a curse to Tomo. Every single time we see Sniper support lately, it's just, it never works out.
And to be fair, even if they picked the support Medusa, they would still be losing right now.
I'd hope so.
No, we support Medusa. We are all for it.
Support Medusa. You like playing toxic heroes as supports, I don't.
Toxic. I'm playing Omni Knight and Dawnbreaker. I'm like a healing beacon of light.
And then you pick Medusa, the complete opposite of that.
Well, I mean, I saw it work in a pro game. Must be good.
Yeah. And whenever I play Gyro, I build Diffuser Blade every time.
Oh, once.
Wind Ranger has been caught. Upturns the Weaver. Windrun comes off cooldown in a second, but unfortunately it doesn't matter. There's too much magic damage either way, and sinks into the ground. Bit of fertilizer there for the soil. 2, 4, and 2, and Ionid is starting to build up that insane like advantage he had in the previous game. Again, it's not that bad. The problem is actually the mid lane this time around. I don't think we've gotten much out of Yamo. No, it wasn't. I mean, he was behind the Ember Spirit door, but it wasn't completely terrible for himself. And he's just getting completely put out for that. Why is he stood here trading blows? I don't understand. Just blink away. There's no point.
What baffles me is that they had the Sniper picked and ready, and then they're like, nah, we want to clean up pain on our matchup, and he is. Okay, jumps to the side. He's actually able to kill Sheep. All right, good moves. Plus the Omni Knight goes down. There you go.
I take it all back at Tomo. It actually ends up working out for Team Bright. And they're going to try to look for this +1 on towards Ionid. Traps the Doom in this spot. It's forced out the ultimate right now. Will still be the tough drop.
Okay.
Although the Wind Ranger, he finishes off Ionid. That's a 6 kill streak as well, going to the Wind Ranger. That's some big money.
Of course, doesn't have a whole lot of mana. He needs to be careful, doesn't get caught and lose his life. As in the back line, looks like, wow, they... Oh, that was a courier. Sorry, my bad.
Well, that was a completed Dragon Lance, which is quite annoying for the Weaver to be missing for the next couple of minutes, but maybe still, they find this ladder.
Yeah, when you think of it that way, that means this 5k Goldie is actually only 3k, because an item is on the courier as Darkness. He's gonna be fine. Can actually kill our Frenchman. Okay, yeah, I think that's what we're gonna call him. We're gonna call him the Frenchman, right?
I think so. It just makes it a lot easier.
I would be shocked if there's more than like 20 French people in all of China.
Yeah. I think it's a common sort of place to immigrate for the French, but even still, they will try and give this move on towards the Tusk. Snowball's there, keep him alive for a moment longer, but he will still get caught. Sheep thinking about using the Terrorize. They can't quite get the full lockdown.
Nope.
Emote, obviously, with Blink, he's fine. 50 seconds as well until the next Wisdom Rune spawns. Could just see Dark Horse just sort of fortify the area, take down the tier 1 tower, and then snatch away both Wisdom Runes for 2 times in a row now.
That would be just such a death sentence. They don't even have the Walrus Punch available just yet. So, not having that, it would be an issue. Let's see what items they do have. Oh god. Yeah, this is the worst feeling as support, where you have a big impactful ultimate and you can't get it.
Yeah, look at this. You can see Team Bright en masse. They all come over to the area because they know they have to secure this Wisdom Rune. They just cannot afford to let it slip for nothing.
Okay.
Look at this. Here comes Dark Horse as well. They're not going to be able to get there in time, I think, to secure the Wisdom Rune. Or will they actually? The quick jump forwards. They got the first initial stun on towards the Tusk. Will he get the snowball to get the grab? He will secure it. That is good. Meanwhile, both supports on the side of Dark Horse will go down. Team Bright, they get a successful win. And that felt like Dark Horse really trying to force the issue that they could have just let go.
True. And even then, it seems like this has been becoming a trend that you lose your supports at the start of the fight. And, you know, your map lead, 4,000, it's nice, but it's not like insurmountable. And one of it is Doom with a Hand of Midas, so that gold isn't really that big. You know? Yeah, it's gonna be fine.
It's fine.
As a region ruin.
It's still, you know, obviously all the cores on the side of Dark Horse ahead of their counterparts. But yeah, it's not a massive rift at the end of the day. 300 gold between the two carries. Well, it's about 1,400 gold between the mids and 1,100 gold between the offlaners right now. Supports are relatively even. The only one that's really suffering so far is the Tusk.
I thought it was 2,000 gold between the offlaners, 8.4 to 6.3.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Oh, I thought you said 1,100.
No. You're making things up, Tom. You need to pay attention.
Listen, at my age, dementia is a real risk, so I need you to actually be frank with me. Is that what you said?
No.
I knew it. I was like, there's no way.
I love gaslighting. Oh dear, that's good stuff. But even still, it does feel like this is Dark Horse's game to lose. Sure, there has been some decent moments for the side of Team Bright, able to find a few kills here and there, but still not really able to chain much victories together. As we see the chase on towards Yumo, they get the grab right now. Snowball is going to be there on towards the neutral as well. They're going to pull him out of position. He will survive, and it looks like the Tusk might be sacrificed. What the hell? A rogue sniper just appears right now, and still Yumo actually gets caught off by the Ember Spirit elsewhere. Tusk pulled off to the side. It looks like Doc is going to be the sacrifice. Or will he? Concussive shot to the low ground. Is there any cancel?
Yes, there is.
Just in time. The animation audio actually completed, but he still does get caught. That feels rough. But they nearly got everybody out. That was close.
I mean, they lost 2 people. One of them is their mid, which they can't afford to. I love how I was looking. I was like, oh, Tusk is probably dead. Then I see a sniper next to him, and you go, wow. Well, that's different.
Yeah, I love it. It's like from the corner of the screen, a sniper just waddles in like, hi Tusk, I'm here to die. It's like, okay.
That's like you say anything. It's not dying. It's sniper. You've got the longest range in the game. Oh. Well. I like when Undyne has the double bracers early on just to get a little bit of durability. Oh.
Okay, they're gonna jump on towards the Omni right now. Terrorize comes through, but it's too late to save his life. So far, so good. It's a decent start for Team Bright. Snowball forwards right now, putting the Tusk way out of position. They might just focus him down. There is going to be the drinking buddies trying to pull him out of position. Oh, but nice use there of the shackles. Connects on towards 2, and now the Slardar. He's trying to run. The chase is coming through. Right click's coming in from the Weaver as well as the jump forward in from the Ember Spirit. One more crush. But unfortunately, the Sleight of Fist cooldown is just way too low to deal with. Oh, Sonic Wave, burst damage, Dual Scepter, it does actually keep the Willow alive. He's getting extremely low right now. Oh, he actually chucks out the Dagon casually, but it doesn't do anything, as they will lose Yumo and Dockers as well. Not long for this world.
There you go. Echoes is 7-0-9 on this Ember Spirit. They have no way of dealing with him. He can dodge all their spells. He's got the Mage Slayer as well as the Maelstrom, so his damage over time is pretty insane. Yeah, this is the... Undying has died a few times, but as an Omni Knight position 5, you really don't mind that if you can get your spells off.
Yeah, which he has been doing. It felt like a lot of the times he's died as well. It's kind of been baiting Team Bright in. Yeah, they always end up costing something here for Team Bright, for sure.
Well, they do have a Gleipnir on once available for the Wind Ranger. That is actually a very big deal. You know, if you get, you also have the blink on the Tusk. Look at that.
Oh, okay, they're going to start off on towards the Ember Spirit. It's not an easy kill. The Crush comes through, but it's too late. The Sly Face dodges it all. It actually looks like the call for Team Bright is just to disengage. Dark Horse not willing to pursue for more. Obviously, they were missing the Weaver and Omni Knight, so quite cautious gameplay there.
Echoes needs to be a little bit careful. He is kind of exposing himself there with the amplified. What's it called? Corrosive Haze. There you go. I could have sworn it was called amplified damage or something at one point.
Once upon a time it was, but now that is the name of a rune instead. Love it. I love it.
We'll just reuse these things. I would love to be part of the naming department for Dota 2. They're like, you have to come up with a new item name that does this. I'm like, all right. You know?
Yeah, you came up with Speedy Slithering, mate. Look, that's terrible.
Nice. I call it slithering around, and that's trademarked right now.
Is it?
Yeah. If I see it or something, or you copy it, there will be repercussions.
Oh, I'll see you in court. Even still, Slardar has actually just picked up an Orchid Malevolence right now, so
good item.
It's a good form of catch for Echoes and for the Weaver. Like a tremendous pickup. It just depends whether Team Bite can really use that to their advantage and find some kills. Meanwhile, Dark Horse though are taking down this Roshan. It's relatively speedy, to be honest. You got the minus armor from the bugs, you got the minus armor from the Corrosive Haze. It all adds up.
I'm pretty sure the Corrosive Haze is on the other side.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, well.
Game is hard. Oh, Willow. Okay, goes through the twin gate. There's going to be the way of quick burst damage. They do bring him down, though. Here comes the rest of the squad. Still jumps through the gate. Tusk is like, why are you here? But even still, they will settle for this free kill. Off to the side.
Thank you, boy.
Wasting time. Yeah, he takes a while to die.
Takes a chonker of a man right there. Not like the Dark Willow who died instantly. But in the end, you still have the Aegis available on Dark Horse. You know, them kind of struggling against Team Bright. I don't know if I'd call it struggling, but not sort of like completely wiping the floor with them does not bode well for them in the next pack. I think they either are fooling around, or maybe the gap is slightly smaller than I thought.
No, I think I agree with you. It's like in game number 1, they had everything they needed to close out the game even sooner than they did.
Yep.
But it definitely felt like they were just sort of, not exactly trying their absolute hardest to get the win. Which it's a good point you made earlier on. You want to keep that mentality of trying your absolute hardest, considering how you will have to play multiple series after this, and it might cost them in the long run. As they're trying to make a move right now on towards the Slardar. Snowball save is just not there, but actually it's going to be Ionius who goes down first, or I lie. He survives through everything, and now the chase is through. Echoes is going to try and pursue for more. The power shot actually does finally finish off the Doom right now, but it's a very minor consolation prize for the side of Team Bright. They lose 4. Their only survivor is the support sniper, and who cares about that?
Yep. Oh dear.
Just like the last game, there's 2 Wisdom runes sat on the Radiant side of the map. Absolutely hilarious.
Well, a better game for sure than the previous one, especially on the Wind Ranger. But it's like you get one positive and you give them one negative in return. It's like, oh, the carry is so much better, but the mid is not doing the same job as the previous one. Oh well, that's alright. Solar Crest is finished on the Omni Knight, so a lot more, a little bit more damage mitigation coming out on them. Oh yeah, that's nice. Ionid has the Pipe Crimson, just ready to fight, as well as, of course, going for the Greaves. I like it. Ionid's like, all auras, I just run, and, God will provide.
Yeah, that's all you need to do. Just press your buttons when you need to press your buttons, and the game should, in theory, be pretty damn easy. So yeah, we're looking at a 93% win probability for the side of Dark Horse. can't complain with that.
Nope, not all. And Echoes has that Gleipnir, so he jumps on people, he locks them up. Chains on top of chains, as Darkness will feel the chains right now, pulling him to his death.
Bound and killed. Easy peasy pick off there for the side of Echoes. Only 1 kill now away from securing his godlike spree. I'm sure he'd like to get up before the game is out. I'm sure he will, as they're going to be able to find the Wind Ranger. He does realise that there's a ward there, but it's way too late and he just dies.
And it doesn't even need Echoes to show up, he was just dead. Oh lord. Well, I wonder if Team Bright will like play this to the bitter end, or will, you know, like GG out before even Arax's fall, because that is what happened the previous game.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, they took a fight like on the other side of the map and they GG'd out after they lost it. It was like, they just felt like they were well out. And I think that was also a 23-minute game, so at the very least they should in theory be lasting longer than the last one, but the high ground push is already here. Queen of Pain is spending their money upgrading the Dagon, so we'll see how high of a level that's going to get, or whether they can actually get much value out of it. So this is Tusk is just getting poked from afar, nearly dies from it.
It's a free racks right now, and you do have the BKB finished on the Weaver, so now you don't even have to rely on the Omni Knight to keep you alive. In general, Team Bright gotta just make something happen. You have to go in all in this fight, and whatever happens, Slaughter's not there. So, where is Slaughter, buddy?
He's farming. He's still like 1,400 gold away from BKBs.
Yeah.
I don't think you're going to get that in time before you lose another set of barracks, my friend. Maybe you should come back to base.
Right? I mean, dude, we need you. He's the only guy on the team who can start a fight. Just jump in, aim for like the Omni and see what happens. But he's sleeping back. He's here. Okay. Worked up.
Okay, they go for a smoke. So they're going to try and get a decent jump. This is do or die time here for the side of Team Bright. This is kind of their last ditch fight. If this goes wrong, oh, but the casual brambles! It just puts the Queen of Pain in the trees. They're just using all their spells for maximum range. Out comes the Sonic Wave. It does some damage, but not quite enough. In the end, they're going to be able to jump into the backlands. Can they get the kills right now? They're focused on the Omni Knight. He is going to be the first casualty. But even still, everyone else on the side of Team Bright just dies in response. You take out the Omni, but it's just not worth it at the end of the day. 4 people gone. And there it is, Otomo. GG is called, and Dark Horse with a very easy 2-0.
Very good idea though. Coming from the back, from the behind, go for the Omni Knight. It was a good idea. Sure, it didn't change anything, but it may only feel like the game lasted 2 minutes longer than the previous one. But it was a much more even laning stage. It was a little bit of draft. Like I like Team Bright adjusted very nicely.